Permanent PlayStation Store gaming discounts. These are games on the PlayStation Store that have had a permanent price drop to a new price point. It's not something we talk about a ton because generally we cover deals and promos and things like that. But while these aren't the cheapest these games have ever been, this is now the new low price for them, which may be a good price for some of you gamers to jump in on the ground and pick up. We're going to cover off a bunch of cheap games or discounted games or permanently discounted games in this video, and this is just now the new price of them. So if you're watching this in a few months time, this video is still relevant to you. Do you guys like dragons? Of course the answer is yes. And if you're like me and you like dragons, you're gonna love the sponsor of today's video, Dragon City. Dragon City is a free-to-play mobile app available on both iOS and Android, where you can collect thousands of different dragons and build your own city. It features a bunch of different PvP modes where you can use your dragons that you have hatched and battle them against your friends to become the ultimate Dragon Master.
So to show everyone how easy it is to download the game, all you gotta do is go to the App Store, search for Dragon City just like this, click on Get, and the game is downloading like that. The game has almost full 5-star ratings on the App Store and is a number 18 on the role-playing charts. And in a few seconds time, we're going to be battling dragons just like these guys. And there you go. It took me like less than 30 seconds to download the game from scratch, and you can be playing Dragon City as well.
You can train the dragons, and if you've watched the movie, you'll know how to do that already. And the game has a bunch of new events and content dropping on a regular basis as well. Thanks to Dragon City for sponsoring this video, and you can click on the link in the description down below to get a special free reward for viewers of this video, which includes 1,500 food, 30,000 gold, and a rare Citadel dragon of your own. These will only be available to new players of Dragon City for 7 days from the date of this video's publishing. Don't forget, it's completely free to download, doesn't cost you a cent, unlike some of the stuff we're going to be talking about in this video. It does cost you money and probably isn't going to be as good as Dragon City. And thank you to Dragon City for sponsoring this video. Alright, let's get on with the rest of the video. It's quite weird, but this does happen periodically after a game has been out for a certain amount of time, normally in batches, and we've just seen a batch of games get a permanent price reduction. A lot of Bethesda stuff, some Sony stuff, some random other stuff, and we'll just go through all of them and break them all down. The first one is the Dishonored and Prey Arcane Collection Bundle. This has been discounted down 20%, dropping from its $99 price point, which is insane, by the way. That is an enormously high price for these three games, down to $79.99. Now look, I still think it is a little bit high for this bundle. I don't think it's quite at the right price point if you want to jump in. But remember, when this goes on sale during one of the PlayStation Store promo sales, it will get discounted further now, meaning that it still benefits everybody. This game includes the 3 recent Arcane games. This is Prey, which is the sci-fi sort of stealth action first-person game, and then Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2 by Arcane. A decent little bundle, especially if you're into those Thief, Arcane-style games, and probably something that more people will be interested in as their new game Deathloop comes even closer. Like I said, the price isn't the hottest thing on the planet, but it will only get better from here. And if you're looking and you've been waiting for this one and you can't wait any longer, it could be a good opportunity to jump in. Skyrim Special Edition plus Fallout Gautier Edition has also been discounted down. This one has had a permanent reduction of 25%, dropping it down to $60 or $59.99, obviously including Fallout 4 with all of its DLC and trimmings, as well as Skyrim PS5 or PS4 Edition. When do you think we'll get Skyrim PS5 Edition? That must be coming as well, right? Another decent bundle here. You do see these ones discounted down to probably that $20 price point each during the different sales and promotional periods. So not gonna blow anyone out of the water, I would say, but nice to see a permanent reduction on this one as well. Fallout 4 Gautier has also had a permanent price reduction, Game of the Year edition obviously, including all of its DLC, updates, and additional content. It also has a separate trophy list as well for trophy hunters, so if you're looking for 2 platinums for Fallout, this is an option too. It has dropped by 60% down to $40, and it shocks me that this game was higher than that at any stage. It was still a $60 game, even though this has been out for like 6 years at this point. So $40 is absolutely the correct price for this one. Keep in mind, we have seen this discounted on a promotion down to about $15 or $16. So this isn't the cheapest, but it's a good price for this, and this is a good bundle as well. I highly recommend this bundle. Dishonored 2 has also seen a permanent reduction down to $30, $29.99. This one is another one that we do often see discounted down to that sort of $12 to $15 price point though, but good to see Bethesda finally going through and just massacring the price on a bunch of their stuff. Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is probably the worst Wolfenstein game that's come out of the most recent times. I think it's the weakest out of the entire group of Wolfenstein games on the PlayStation 4 generation, coming set after the events of Wolfenstein, I can't even remember, 1 and 2, Old Blood and something else. This one here has a different protagonist, and it's kind of like almost a spin-off. It felt a little bit like DLC for the Wolfenstein games. This one's down to $19.99 from $30. Seeing a pretty decent price reduction here. This, I believe, is the first time it's been dropped down to this price point as well. Those games have held their price for some weird reason, even though I'm sure this one didn't sell as well as it could have. Rage has also seen some permanent price reductions, which is nice. Rage 2 is down to $39.99 from a $60 price point. Rage being this, it's basically Borderlands, first-person open-world shooter. I couldn't get into it personally. I didn't really actually enjoy it that much, but I know some people did. I enjoyed the first Rage game a lot more than Rage 2. Rage 2 to me just felt very generic, but that's probably just me being cynical because I played too many games at this point. Rage 2 Deluxe Edition is also discounted down to $60 as well. This includes all of its additional DLC and content if you're looking for that. It's a pretty big jump though. $40 to $60 is a massive leap between the standard and the Deluxe Edition. This one here, again, because I didn't really enjoy it, I would say wait for a sale. If you're a VR owner, Doom VFR is discounted down permanently to $15, which is a really good price point for this, and realistically, probably the price it should have launched at when it first launched. It's kind of a light version of 2016's Doom, but built for PlayStation VR. It does lose a lot of what makes Doom special, which is that fast-paced, kinetic gameplay, which is kind of what makes Doom so great. Obviously, we still have the gory kills and everything in here, but it's just not quite the same feeling as Doom is normally. You can play this with a PlayStation VR aim controller though, which does enhance the experience somewhat, although it's still not quite what you would hope for it to be. This is where things start getting quite random, because the strategy game 1971 Project Helios has been discounted permanently as well from its $30 price point to $24.99. So it's getting a 16% price reduction on this one. Strange because it's not a random Bethesda title, it's just been swooped up in this group of discounts as well. If you're looking for a tactical strategy game, this is a good option for you. I personally haven't checked this one out myself though, so I can't really vouch for it too much. I'm not much of a tactical guy myself, so you know. These are a couple of good ones though. The Last of Us Part 2 has been discounted down to $39.99 from its $60 price point. This is now the new price of this game, which is good to finally see this one reduced down. Last of Us Part 2 is a fantastic experience. I know it has problems, it's not perfect, and it's not what everyone wanted to see from The Last of Us, but it is still a very, very good game to go and check out. And at this $40 price point, it is well worth it. We've also got the Digital Deluxe Edition for $50 if you wanted to go pick that one up. This has had a price drop from $70. Personally, I don't think it's really worth it. You're getting a little bit of bonus content here, but it's not worth that extra price tag. It never was when the game launched, and it's certainly not now, so I would give this one a pass, but I would definitely look at picking up the original Last of Us Part 2, or the standard edition of The Last of Us Part 2 if you haven't already tried it out and played it yourself. Another Sony published game is Death Stranding Digital Deluxe Edition, which has been discounted down from $60 to $50. I'm guessing this is because the impending PS5 version, or the director's cut version, is coming soon. They are getting ready to discount their prices of these titles that are getting re-released on PS5. Death Stranding is a really, really superb open world walking simulator action adventure game that focuses super heavily on narrative. It features Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead as a actual actor in a video game, and it's just a great game made by Hideo Kojima, the guy who made Metal Gear and who was working on the new Silent Hill and PT, which sadly got delayed. But Death Stranding is a good pickup, and for this price, look, it's not the hottest price, but it's a good price. It's a good new price for this game. We've also had Let's Cook Together get discounted down to $16. There's a 28% reduction down from like $22. This one here looks a little bit like an Overcooked clone. I personally haven't played this one either. I'm guessing it probably just didn't see the sales that it needed to see when the game launched, and so the developers and the publisher has decided to reduce the price of this one so they can drum up a little bit more sales for this game. Another strategy game, this one by 2K, is Sid Meier's Civilization 5, $29.99. This one has had a permanent price drop. It's probably about time this one did. I know it's not necessarily a old game. It's recently been re-released on the PlayStation 4, but this game is old. It's been around for a fair amount of time at this point. It's not the newest Civ game. Good to see it get a permanent price drop for $30. I think I've seen this for around $20 on the PlayStation Store during its sales though. So, you know, if you're looking for that tactical game, you can wait, or you can pick it up at this new, I guess, low permanent price. I'm not a massive tactical guy, so I'm not the right person to be vouching for tactical games. I never really got into Civ. I think we got this for PlayStation Plus at one point for free, Or maybe that was on the Vita. I can't exactly remember. What do you think of these new low price points though? Do you enjoy this style of video, and would you like me to make more of this kind of video in the future? I can definitely cover off when we have these permanent price drops. I think it's valuable information for you guys because then you can make informed decisions on what the new price point for games should be. We don't often see things get a permanent reduction. Normally it's just a temporary one during a sale, but if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments down below and I can continue to make videos like this covering off this kind of stuff. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like so I know you enjoyed it. Obviously leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe as well. Don't forget to download Dragon City using the link in the description down below. Click on the link, download the game, and get your free Citadel Dragon, 15,000 food, and 30,000 gold. And thanks again to Dragon City for sponsoring this video. Patreons, it is that time again. Thank you each and every one of you popping up on the screen here for supporting me this month on Patreon. It is thanks to all of you that we can keep these lights on in the back of the studio. Without you, the lights wouldn't be on. So thank you so much for that. If you want to support me further on Patreon or as a channel member, you can hit the join button directly below this video on YouTube or the link in the description down below to go over to Patreon and help support the channel. Thank you guys, you're all legends.